Because of social media and because how life has programmed people to react and to think, how did it affect you in making you want to practice celibacy?
Nobody taught me the impact spiritually sex has on our lives. And I really have studied and learned just about myself over the years, just taking time for myself. Because in this society, I really feel like we're just not thinking for ourselves. We're told how to be, how to look, how to act for other people, and not for ourselves what makes us feel good, what makes us happy, what brings us peace overall. And I found out being on this celibacy journey brings me so much peace, so much clarity, so much confidence, so much reassurance. It just amplifies life. I really feel like I'm on a high in real life, and I just see so many positive shifts have been happening just being on this wave.
Now, how does that affect your relationships when it comes to like dating?
I don't date. I'm not participating in the hookup culture, and I understand that I'm not going to be able to experience that. So I'm so content with everything is not for me, just like I'm not for everybody. So I know I'm going to be missing out on the hookup culture and the modern dating, and I'm okay with it. I'm really content with
But you want to get married, right?
no,
Never?
no.
Also, you just practicing that just for the rest of your life.
Celibacy is a way of life. It's a lifestyle for me, and
Okay.
I'm choosing that for myself, like making an intention. And I know it's definitely like a challenge because I have temptation all over the place. Like my
Absolutely. Yep.
flesh, my flesh gets weary, and I could go down that traditional way of life, like marriage, kids, and that white picket fence. But I'm choosing to really devote myself to God, to put my flesh, my body, my temple off limits in this reality, in this physical form. So I know it's a challenge, but I'm willing to do it.
So when you tell that to other people, because I'm sure people approach you, what is their reaction to? Because I'm curious to know what is their reaction to it.
So I don't even entertain the thought right now of just dating. I used to like to date for fun and entertainment, but a lot of people feel like that's a waste of time. I don't know
Nah, I
why.
disagree with that.
Right? I'm
I
like,
disagree with that.
dating is supposed to be fun,
Yeah,
but
it's
people
trial and
are,
error.
people are so serious. Most people are going into dating for marriage minded, and I commend that lifestyle commitment. But people, this modern day is ruining the fun of dating, like getting to know people, doing it for entertainment, actually just having enjoyable experiences with other souls. So I don't even like participate in now because I see the thought process of a lot of people, and I'm like, yikes, it's like really ruthless out here. It's wicked. I'm like, why would I even put myself in that type of
Yeah, streets are
game?
dirty nowadays. Yeah.
It's dirty. People are just using each other. People are just using each other for social media. Like, I know some people just go on dates just to post on social media. I'm like, people go on dates just on their phone. I'm like, this is really whack. I really feel like I'm not missing out by swimming in the dating pool. It seems like it got a lot of piss and boo boo in it.
It does. Yeah, I can't imagine. I can't, because it was rough. I don't know how it was. It was rough earlier in my early days, but now with social media in the picture now, I can't imagine how the dating scene is.
Oh my, terrible. And I know people are just going on dating websites just to have like the physical, intimacy with someone.
Now, there's you know about the metaverse, right?
Yeah.
Would you ever consider doing it in a digital divide?
No.
Not even in the digital divide? It's
No.
just ones and zeros.
He said ones and zeros.
Yeah, it's just ones and zeros.
What is ones and zeros?
It's just this binary. It's code. That's what I'm saying.
Uh-huh.
Ones and zeros, like, it's just code.
Yeah.
Like, it's not the real world.
Oh my gosh. Yeah. No. It's like this is too much for me. This is too much. I'm really just trying to being a human is already difficult.
Yeah, I'm just saying it's from the aspect of establishing relations as far as connection relationships.
Okay.
So to me, like if you existed in like the metaverse in the matrix itself,
That's wild.
I see it's a little different.
Yeah, that's dope. That's dope. I like to meet people in real life though.
I don't know. I don't know about that one. Yeah,
I'm a real lifer out here.
I've met so many people. Yeah, I mean, I like people to meet people,
Yeah.
but when I become like attached to like get to know them mentally, I don't like what I tend to see sometimes,
Oh my.
and I have to like push myself back and go into another reset.
Yo, sex brings attachment.
I ain't talking about sex.
But that's what being attached, though, for me, that is really what I see. Like, why would I want to be attach myself to people on that type of level? That seems very draining. It seems I will go insane. It seems like I would be overstimulated a lot. It just doesn't seem realistic for me if I really want to go down a pathway of peace and harmony and love. Why would I attach myself to someone? That sounds really intense.
One of my old mentors, she was a prophetess at the church I used to sing at, and she said the same thing to me. I mean, she didn't say celibate, but she was like, when you become intimate with somebody, it's like a spiritual connection that you don't really know anything about, and whether it's like momentary or not, you still get something from them because you've connected like spiritually. So you can find yourself one day where you've been intimate with somebody, but it's like a one night stand, but you find yourself being drained or you getting depressed all of a sudden. It could have been from the person that you had just gotten with that was broken.
Absolutely. We are exchanging energy. We're exchanging DNA. We're exchanging fluid. And we're doing this casually. With someone that you don't see a lifelong commitment with. Like you just don't even see them as a relationship, or you don't see this person as a human or a soul entity as well. We're just doing this strictly for our own pleasure. It's harming a lot of people. That's why most people are operating on their low frequency or a low nature, because that's all people are seeing people as, just sexual objects or ATM machines.
I mean, it's kind of a lot of how they're portraying themselves too.
Absolutely. Our third eye is closed, and it's not really aware of the harming that we're doing. I think we are just playing this game on a physical level, but this game is mental, this game is spiritual as well. So we have to have all three components out here.
And I think that's why we see a lot of like depression going on a lot, because we're
Absolutely.
living for other people, not necessarily living for ourselves.
Absolutely. And that depression means like we need a deep rest, a deep reset, because we have these masks on, we have these armors on, we are pretending, we are faking, we are doing things to please other people, or we're doing things just to make other people comfortable and happy, and now we're like dimming our own light. And for what? Why do we want to get accepted by the society so bad? Why do we need external validation from the outside world so bad that we end up losing ourselves in the process?
Because we're scared to know ourselves.
Ooh, talk about it.
That was a process of, like you said, a pandemic. And that's why I said we needed to reset, because a lot of people weren't happy with their jobs. They weren't happy with the lives that they were living. They weren't happy with their family members. They weren't happy even internally. They haven't fought their own demons and got rid of them. So when you were forced to stay at home, or when everybody was forced to stay at home, you had to contend with that. And that's scary.
It is. I hear a lot of people tell me that they are scared of being alone. That is a lot of people's biggest fear, the phobia of sitting with themselves, getting to know themselves, learning themselves. And it's really a superpower being alone. I'm not saying being alone all your life, every single moment of the day. But you should at least prioritize 15 minutes in your day to sit with yourself, to be okay with your thoughts. Because, we're not going to be alone in this society. We have to go out and make money in capitalism. So, unfortunately, that's unrealistic, because so you're going to interact with people. But once you know yourself, you can actually interact with people much better. You can actually relate to people on a higher level. Relationships is about relating to other people. No wonder why so many relationships are failing. First of all, we don't even have foundation of friendship. No. You can't even be a friend to yourself. You ain't even your own best friend. So how can you be somebody else's best friend?
Yeah, I say that all the time. Like if you don't even know how to love yourself, how can you love somebody else?
So we're honestly working backwards. We're honestly being codependent. We're honestly stressing everybody out because we're afraid of ourselves. Imagine if everybody loves their own company. Imagine if everybody loves themselves. Now we can actually benefit each other. We can actually have an even exchange. We can actually be equal.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, and that's why I'm like, if you do that, you wouldn't concern yourself with what other people are doing.
Absolutely.
And I don't care what religion you're practicing or what your sexuality is. I don't care, because you don't care.
You don't. You just see them as a human. You see them as a soul. You don't see them as different. And that is so powerful when we see each other as one. Mm-hmm. Like we are all connected. It's no different between us, even though you may have a different shade or you may have a different gender. But it's like we're all one and we're all going through this journey together.